Alright, let's continue. Okay, so there's not really anything that happened in here. I've drafted it 2 times. Let's maybe go back through here to the west. Oh, that's locked. Okay. So I guess we're going to head north. That's great. Well, shit. Alright, are there any other doors? Alright, I guess we're going back to the chapel and hoping that that door is not locked. Because otherwise I've already screwed myself. Yeah, and that cost 2 steps, being in the gym. Oh, I don't have anything for in there. It's the entrance hall. That's the commissary. I don't have enough money for in there. And then this goes to the chapel, which should... Oh, I do need to go to the commissary then. I just burned a couple steps doing that. Okay. The archives? Aquarium. Is every color of room? Okay. The archives. While drafting... While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Or the aquarium. Let's do the archives, just because that sounds important. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's 2nd time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. Debut effort something. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success, the niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. Is that my mom? Because he's my uncle, I think, right? Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Swimbird author never considered herself success. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. August 22nd, 1985, August 27th, 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. What the fuck? Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of the 36 names that appeared on a leaked dossier, naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Thursday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function was seen at the corner suspicious bag under the way down a local something. This is the third major something last year, it is anticipated. Charged by the Crown, Manning was the last. Trial begins on Tuesday. Expected to last up to something with grand treason. What the fuck? No trace is discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator, whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. What is going on, man? I think that's my mom in the game. September 2nd, Reddington Herald. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy, and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orned Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Holy shit, man. Just a heads up, an ad is going to play in about 4.5 minutes. If you are watching this live. If you're watching this on YouTube later, I don't have much control over those ads. We uncovered quite a bit of plot here. House history. Oh, that was day 1. I'm still on day 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so archived floor plan. Shit. The laundry room. Launder currency? Laundry room, a standard hub of domestic toil complete with washers, dryers, and a state-of-the-art steam-powered unit leveraging the newly installed steam ducts leading from the boiler room. Despite its innocent appearance, the inconspicuous space is rumored to launder more than just linen. Well, I'm guessing this is a way for me to permanently save coins through runs? Maybe. I would imagine so. Or there must be a way to. Ah. This service costs 5 gold and will exchange all of your... at a 1-to-1 rate. The service costs 5 gold and will exchange all of your keys with all of your... Okay, fluff and fold. This service costs 10 gold and will exchange all of your keys with all of your gold. Okay, so maybe not. Yeah, wash and dry. Spin cycle. Okay, so they all do the same thing. But I need a lot more gold in order to do that. Okay, well, I know what the laundry room does now. We're going to do the laboratory. Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point at 0.1 ppt to 0.5 ppt. 100 thou to 500 thou. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure 93 kPa in Mount Holly freezer. Lab technician Randolph M. What's all this? I typically work over at Cinco Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I have been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. This is blue. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Do I have the boiler room built? No. I have the furnace built. What the hell? Sorry, I'm taking a picture of this because I think it's important. It will probably be important. So those just coming back from the ad break, I did stop to take a picture of this. Wait. Oh, we need additional power from the boiler room, though. I don't think this will do anything otherwise. Yeah, there's no power. Okay. So we need the boiler room built in order to do anything with this. As far as I can tell. Oh, here's another one of the computer terminals. Oh, experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. What the fuck? When you draft a hallway from another hallway. Each time you eat an apple, choose cause from column A and then an effect from column B. How about immediately add 3 aquariums to today's draft? I don't know. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed by the security terminal. Bullshit. Log into network. I don't know. No experiments found. Research logs will be available of the day after an experiment has been performed. Okay. Experiment in progress. There's no research logs. Okay. So that's something to mess around with on later runs too. I'm very curious what the fuck this is. Wait a minute. Hold on. What does this spell out? Okay, so what room is this? The laboratory? Oh. Laboratory. Periodic table message? Question mark? I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Let's hide game capture really quick, so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So F, but I am looking at a thing on my phone. 12 is NE. Whoops, no, not 12. I need 9. 2, 3. TE. And that's it. Okay, so what do we have? Push 3 up after 9? What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Push 3 up after 9. Alright. So I'm gonna hide this stuff again. Okay. Whoop. Okay, so push 3 up after 9. I don't know what that means right now. I probably will later. What the fuck? Push 3 up after 9? Oh, maybe this? That? And then that. Okay, so that's meaningless right now until we have power to this thing. But I guess that's good to know. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Okay. Maid's chamber and the weight room. And an archived floor plan. Oh my god, lose half your steps. Cool. Oh shit. Oh, we can go back through the archives though. Alright, but this is a utility closet. God damn it. One benefit of the restoration of old buildings is that it allows the owners to update and add modern amenities. The utility closet and the circuit breaker box within were set up when gas-powered lighting was retired and replaced by a more fashionable home electrical system. Okay, well, the breaker box is in here now. What the fuck? Gymnasium, dark room, on. Ooh. Garage on. Cabinet. There's no switch here. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Great. So after I started fucking around with this. Okay. Oh, but the dark room's way over there. I don't have any gems. God damn it. Oh, God. I don't have gems. I have to build a lavatory. Wow, whole lot of nothing. Just a dead end. They did say something about a cabinet. I don't know if that was like a bathroom cabinet. I don't know what it was talking about. Experiment number 1. Immediately add 3 aquariums to today's draft bowl. Successful. Trigger 1. Successful triggers 1. Oh, okay. Okay, so we need to move south into... How do we make it back to the dark room? Because I want to see what we did. Okay, we're going to have to go down through the chapel and the commissary, through the entrance hall and the drawing room, and then through security to get through the gymnasium, which is going to cost 2, and then the dark room. This may be the end of our run here. Because I have no money now. Yeah, drawing room. Through security. Keycard systems offline. Huh. Okay. So this is going to cost 2, and then the darkroom lights should be on now. Yes. I wish I could zoom in. I think that's outside. So is Cinca the brand of camera? Cinca Co. Okay. Just the same picture. It's just a lot of the same pictures. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. That note's blurry. I suppose I can try to go through the den. But I'm fairly certain that this room was locked. Yeah. I don't think there's anywhere else for me to unlock. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna have to end the run there. We did take some pretty decent notes during this run, though, and learned quite a bit. There are a couple things I would like to confirm on the next run, though. Yeah, see, we can't. That's going to be the end of it. You've used all your steps and must now call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however the house might be a little bit different. Yep. Mount Holly Red Cottage, 6 red rooms. Oh, there's like different types of houses. Okay. Total rooms, 20. Rank reached, 4. Steps taken, 54. Items found, 2. New rooms, 10. That is not a bad run. We are going to save and continue, but before we continue, I am going to take a short break, and then we'll come back. We'll just wait for this to load for a second. Day 3.